let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the ball first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Got room to work. Continues to fight for yards. He's running free down the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
To the air, it's Weeks. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks to the ground with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Weeks. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot saved a touchdown. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, and all around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is...
Oh, he's got some space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Vic. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson is quick to the line. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to beat.
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He might want another play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Weeks. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He leaves it with his back. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They'll run this play from the pistol. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
And the defense got him at the 27.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Clemson jumps to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Leaves it with the back. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A designed run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Weeks. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Tigers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. From midfield, looking for room. returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Clemson is quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Heaves it deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down.
Timeout, Clemson.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clemson jumps to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gives it on the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to
My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, the ground game. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Weeks. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll run play action. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this one.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10. I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Short gain on the play before he slides. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Clemson jumps to the line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A third down try for the offense. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Throws to the tight end. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes a catch on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Tatum. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Working that left side now. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that's another first down.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Cavaliers will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the back. Oh, better look out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Gets the back moving. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. He's down at the one, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right one. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
After starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously